Today we're experiencing the world's longest first-class flight, come in at a ridiculously cheap price. And now we're boarding the flight, and I'm so excited because there's something I haven't told you yet. You see, this is also the largest plane in the world, having 2 floors of mind-blowing activities with luxury spas, amenities fit for kings, absolutely insane restaurant options, and we're spending the next 17 hours in the sky. Oh my gosh, this plane is massive. Like, I've been on Emirates flights before, but never the world's longest and largest plane, which has so much to discover. So first things first, let me walk you through section 3 of 7 of our first class room/suite for the next 17 hours. Having a door for complete privacy, legroom so big you could fit another person under the seat, and amenities not only given to you, but hidden all around your suite. For example, here we have some face amenities, or there we have a personal journal, or my favorite, the retractable mini bar. And don't get me wrong, the hidden amenities are cool, but just check this out. Amenity bag number 1, and put up the money counter. So first we have the beautiful Bulgari cologne, some hydrating body emulsion, some fancy aftershave, pretty fancy razor, beautiful Emirates Hydra Active PJs, and ladies and gentlemen, the bag itself, that's the most expensive thing. So like I said, some pretty epic goodies. Like, we're literally making a profit on this trip already. Before exploring this gigantic plane, we're gonna have the first meal of 4 of breakfast on this flight. And I told our personal flight attendant Charles to just surprise us.
This is beautiful as well. Yeah, this is amazing. Yeah, such a big breakfast you brought me.
First meal of 4, definitely getting started off right. So anyway, in front of us we have a beautiful, I guess you would call it like English breakfast. Our next plate is the beautiful, and I mean beautiful looking pancakes. We have an absolutely epic pastry and bread basket. So it's officially time for pancake time. Holy absolute. Just getting started. You see, there are 2 full floors of things to explore and do on this plane. And I know this might sound crazy, but our first stop on the tour is a place that I've been told to dress to impress. So a slight improvement over the Bucky shirt. So to get to this place, we first have to walk through the 4th part of the plane of business class, which brings us to our destination of the 5th part of the plane with what is out of doubt the world's coolest bar. Like, just look at this place. How is this 30,000 feet in the sky? Also, in this bar you have this massive big screen that you can turn to a sports game or a different TV station. Like, could you imagine the World Cup or Super Bowl in here? That would be insane. And let me tell you, they specialize in crazy drinks here. From having a $7,000 bottle of cognac to, of course, all of these beautiful cocktails, to supposedly specialized martini. Is there a drink that you would recommend?
Espresso martini.
Ooh, an espresso martini. Okay. Wow, that is beautiful. I feel like James Bond in the sky here. Gentlemen, welcome to the lounge/restaurant. Yes, you heard right, a restaurant area. Like, it has this beautiful table, super comfy chairs that I gotta say look a lot like private jet seats. On the exit door here you have this tiny table and a full-on menu, which has a beautiful amount of options. Like, for me, I went with the chicken sandwich and also the cheese and ham sandwich. And on the side, you know, just a little drink, nothing too fancy. Just a $7,000 bottle of cognac, so this just keeps on getting better and better. And I've definitely lost track of time because I was just informed that it's somehow lunchtime already, which is supposedly one of the best meals of the entire trip. So I'm gonna head back to my seat and try this 5-course lunch menu with the first course of the beautiful starters of smoked salmon, wagyu on a stick, and then this like tart with blue cheese on top. Also, and I don't know why I find this fancy, but there's this tiny little fork here, and with it, a tiny little napkin. And there's the star of the
show. Fantastic. Thank you.
So ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the absolutely massive, and I mean massive course, the caviar. And let me tell you, this is not your average caviar meal. No, you see, this caviar is from Gourmet, which is one of the best caviar carriers in the world. And usually, typically on airlines, not to compare, but they usually give you like a dollop of caviar. But here, Charles surprised us with a whole chilled tin. So I'm gonna take my pearl spoon, take Bellini, a little bit of sour cream, and then put together the world's smallest but most expensive sandwich. Most ridiculous sandwich of all time. So for our next course, we of course have the steak, and it looks like a perfectly cooked medium steak. Side, we of course have some asparagus, and of course as well mashed potato. And honestly, everything looks absolutely delicious. But to be honest, I have one thing on my mind. It has nothing to do with luxury. It's always been a small dream of mine to make a mashed potato volcano on an airplane. And for the dessert course, we of course have a beautiful fruit tart. And you know, I knew the caviar was going to be fancy. I knew the steak was going to be fancy. But I didn't think the dessert was going to be. Like, what is that? They explode with juice in your mouth. Never did I think a tiny little ball like that could create so much juice. Hour 7, and let me tell you, we are literally just getting started. Like, we've only explored half of the second floor and haven't even seen the first floor. And let me tell you guys, this is when we experience things on a completely another level. You see, the next activity involves a robe, and an absolutely crazy activity to have in the sky. So let's change into our robe and get to this place. So ladies and gentlemen, I welcome you to the spa. And just like a spa that's not in the sky, this one focuses on creating relaxation with having a beautiful plant. All of these different types of amenities, from body moisturizer to facial toner to freaking cologne to also these tiny little scented towels. And also it has this beautiful like beauty vanity thing over here. There's a hair dryer, more amenities. I don't even know what's in there. So we are about to live it up. But ladies and gentlemen, I forgot to mention the famous, absolutely ridiculous, definitely the best amenity in this spa of the shower, where you get 5 total minutes of running water, 30,000 feet in the sky. And if you've been a part of the channel for a long time, you'll know that I've done this before once. And I gotta say, there's some things when you've done it the second time, you're not as excited. But ladies and gentlemen, this is not one of those things. Like, I have been dreaming of taking a shower in an airplane ever since. So let's do it! Was amazing. Okay, we have officially achieved a level of relaxation I've never felt before on an airplane. Like, we're showered in hydro PJs. And Charles made my bed. Confidence level 10,000. But here's the thing. Although this bed is ridiculously comfy, on a plane like this, you can't sleep. And watching movies is cool. But something most people don't know is we are literally over the North Pole right now. And we have literally the perfect view. So to make this the most epic sky observation of all time, I'm gonna first head to the front of the plane to the movie theater-like snack section of different sandwiches, of course a chip section, a large variety of drinks, and some epic candy. And I'm gonna take a little bit of everything and enjoy this amazing view. So after a few movies and some beautiful views, it's dinner time. And every meal has been absolutely unbelievable, but for dinner, Charles has recommended me dishes where you truly see the range of food offerings on board. In front of us, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 small plate and Arabic bread, and that's just the appetizer. Like, I don't know where they're keeping all of this food, but this is just insane. And that is not pepper, ladies and gentlemen. That is pure truffle. Caviar, champagne, and truffle. Literally everything expensive on the 17-hour flight. After an incredible 4th or maybe 5th meal, we are back in bed. And I'm sure a lot of you guys are looking at this flight and you're like, okay, wait a minute. How did you get this for so cheap? Well, get a pen and piece of paper out because I want you guys to experience this too. So there's two different ways of going about this. Either miles and points or basically being incredibly flexible. The first and definitely the easiest option is signing up for a credit card that gives you points for spending money, like the American Express Platinum card, where when you sign up and use it, you get over 100,000 points, which you can then transfer into your Emirates account and use instead of paying the full amount for the ticket. The second option is being flexible and spontaneous. For example, every city I go to, I just look up the price of business class or first class to my next destination. And sometimes, and I really mean sometimes, you get super lucky with either specific markets or the time of year. For example, this specific flight, if you were to leave from Istanbul and go to Dubai first and then go to Los Angeles, would cost a ridiculous amount less than if you were to just leave from Dubai. Tiny bit complicated, but overall very straightforward once you get it. So for the last few hours, we've been doing just a ridiculous amount of different things. From exploring the first floor and seeing how many economy seats there are, to playing video games on the big screen, and then losing, and then almost winning. Of course, eating and enjoying the views. And honestly, I gotta say, going from the desert to the ice to California, literally around the world. This was some of the best 17 hours of travel of my life. Yes, of course, because of the plane, but more so the amazing staff and especially Charles. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys next time.